First, we'll understand what is alert in general in any website, and then we will see the different types of alert such as simple alert, confirmation alert, alert with text box. We will see how to handle all these three alerts by using Playwright. Another major important learning is for the students, if you already have experience working in Selenium or some other tool, you have to handle the alert before the execution proceeds forward. What it means by that? So for instance, let's say you're clicking on a button in your website and it triggers an alert. Until and unless you handle the alert, you will not be able to move forward in your test in case if you're working with Selenium. But as I mentioned earlier, Playwright is super smart. In that case, you don't need to handle the alert manually. Even if you don't write a single line of code to handle the alert, Playwright will do an auto alert handling. So said that, let us see how to handle the three different types of alerts here. Handling a simple alert versus handling the different alerts is exactly the same. There are one or two small differences, that's it. And one more thing which you need to be mindful of is whenever you're working with alert, if you have any issues with the alert, unfortunately Playwright will not take any screenshot or something on the alert. As I told earlier, Playwright will handle the alert as an auto alert closing mechanism where it will automatically try to close it. So technically if you have any issues or something, you will not get any screenshot. Hello everyone, welcome to Lambda Test. I'm your instructor Vignesh. This video is part of the playlist Playwright by TypeScript. So as part of this video, what we are going to learn is we will learn in detail about how to handle alerts in Playwright. So as part of this video, we are going to cover the topics such as first we'll understand what is alert in general in any website, and then we will see the different types of alert such as simple alert, confirmation alert, alert with text box. We will see how to handle all these three alerts by using Playwright. So let us go to our demo website. So here I'm taking the demo website as lambdatest.com/selenium playground/javascript alert box demo. So here if you see, there are three buttons here. One is called JavaScript alerts, confirm box and prompt box. So let us say if I'm clicking on this button, you can see something is popping up here. This is called as an alert. Now you can ask me, Vignesh, what is it different? Why can't we handle alerts the regular way how we handle a web element? That's a good question. So now let us see how to do that. For instance, let's say, let me open the inspector because we use the inspect mode to see the DOM from where we can get all the web elements. Now, for instance, let's say if I'm inspecting this click me button, you can see I can able to inspect it, right? Now, for instance, let's say I'm triggering this alert. If I'm trying to inspect this, you can see it's in blue color, which means it's already in the inspectable mode. But now if I'm trying to mouse over here, you can see it's not able to understand it. The reason is because in any website, in any browser, you can never inspect an alert box. That is the reason you can't directly use them as a locator and you can't directly click on this OK button or something. So that's where we have to handle it differently by using Playwright. Now, another major important learning is for the students, if you already have experience working in Selenium or some other tool, you have to handle the alert before the execution proceeds forward. What it means by that? So for instance, let's say you're clicking on a button in your website and it triggers an alert. Until and unless you handle the alert, you will not be able to move forward in your test in case if you're working with Selenium. But as I mentioned earlier, Playwright is super smart. In that case, you don't need to handle the alert manually. Even if you don't write a single line of code to handle the alert, Playwright will do an auto alert handling. What it means by that? Whenever it sees any alert like this, it will automatically close the alert and it will move forward. It will not throw any errors. It will not fail the test. Nothing. It will move forward. That's how Playwright is advanced. As I say that, now you will get one more question. Vignesh, in that case, Playwright already handles the alert right by itself. Why should I need to learn on how to handle the alerts by using Playwright? The reason is, as I mentioned, Playwright will automatically close this alert. But imagine in your product, you have deliberately kept an alert to inform to your customers or to inform to your users on certain important cases. For example, here you can see it is giving an error alert messages as I am an alert box. Imagine in your product, you have to say a different type of message, such as saying that, hey, verify your username is correct, or verify if you have read the terms and conditions, something like that. Imagine instead of that message, it is giving some junk message. So if you don't test the alert tomorrow, even if your automation is under the Playwright, it will automatically click on OK, but there are no 100% guarantee that your system is showing the proper messages. That's the most important thing. And second important thing which you need to understand in alert is, so this is the first type of alert, which is called as a simple alert, where it has nothing fancy here. It will show you an alert box. You can click on them. OK. And the next type of alert is confirm alert, where here you can see it has two options. One is OK and one is cancel. So it depends on the option which the user press, the website will respond correspondingly. For example, if I click on OK, here you can see it is giving me a message, you pressed OK. In case if I'm clicking on cancel, you can see it is giving me you press cancel, which means the website relies on what is the value the user presses in the alert box. And the last alert box is prompt box. So what it means by that? If I click on here, this is the most famous box which you'll see in many websites like IRCTC or many websites. Here it will allow you to type something. For example, let's say if I'm typing as Playwright or whatever, and if I click on OK, you see the same value whatever we entered is coming here. In your office product, maybe it can go to the backend or something, but what is the learning here is whatever you enter there, it's reflecting in the website. So in case if you wanted to do an assertion that whether whatever the value entered correctly is reflecting here, you need to handle the alerts. So set that, let us see how to handle the three different types of alerts here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to the Visual Studio Code. Here I have already created a project called alert handling, and I have already installed Playwright, and also I have added the code to integrate with Lambda test. If you don't know how to do that, please watch my previous video where I have clearly explained how to do this. And here I have created a spec file called alerthandling.spec.ts, and within that I have created many test blocks. So let me quickly walk you through what those test blocks are. The first one is simple alert handling, as for handling the first alert. The second and third blocks are, one is confirm alert, but where I'm going to click on OK, and the next one is confirm alert where I'll click on cancel, and the last two are prompt alert. Similarly, for the first one I'm going to enter something in the prompt box and I'm going to click on OK, and for the last one I'm going to directly click on the cancel button. Now handling all the types of alerts will work in the exact same way. There is one or two small tweakings which you need to do, rest all the codes are exactly the same. So let us see how to do that. Now if I expand this, you can see I have pre-written the code where to navigate to the website, and this website has a consent box. So this is to close the consent box, as simple as that. Now what is the first thing which you're going to do? I'm going to inspect this click me button, and let's say if I'm opening latex path or something to get the locator easily. So let me inspect one more time, and this is the first simple alert. Yeah, so let's say if I'm using this locator, this looks much easier. So let's say, yeah, this one is the locator. So all the alert will be triggered by clicking on this button. So what I'm going to do, await page.locator, and I'm going to pass this locator, and let me change the single quotes to double quotes, and I'm gonna click on it. Now one most important thing which you need to understand whenever you're working with alert in Playwright is always you need to write the condition in a reverse format. What it means by that, Vignesh? So for example, in real time in your application, you will be getting the alert when you click on the button, and then you can see the alert trigger. But when automating it, you should not write it in the fashion where first you write the function, or sorry, first you write the line which will trigger the alert, and then you should not write the line to handle alert. It should be in the exact reverse way. How is it that? So first you need to write how to handle your alert, or what are all the things which you need to do when the alert triggers, and as the last line you have to write the code to trigger the alert. Now you can say, maybe Vignesh, it's pretty confusing. Why we have to do in the reverse fashion? The reason is because, as I told you, this alert is not coming from the DOM. What it means by that, DOM has no idea that there is an alert which is getting triggered, or DOM will not have any control to get the alert values or something like that. So imagine if you are doing the straightforward way, which is I'm writing the code first to trigger the alert, then I'm writing the code to get the alert details. Now the connection between the DOM and the page will get disconnected because an alert is coming in between. So what we have to do is we have to do the reverse way, which means we have to give a upfront details to my test saying that, hey, see, now you're going to get some alert here, and all these are the actions which you need to do when you're getting the alert, and now you will get the alert when you do this action. So all the things we have to give as a prerequisite, then we have to do the alert clicking. So please bear that in mind whenever you're working with alert in Playwright. So now this is the button which is going to trigger the alert, and all the codes which I'm going to show you should be written above this. So what we have to do? So the first thing which we have to do is, as I mentioned again, here we are having no connection with the DOM or something. So we have to directly call page.on. So this on is a method which is nothing but a event listener method. So what it means, it listens to the events happening in the page. So here, what is the event which we are looking for? Here in the colloquial meaning, it's called as an alert, but from the DOM perspective or from the website perspective, this is called as dialog. So put the single quotes or double quotes and type dialog. So this is one of the event listener. Similar to that, there are many events which you can automate by using Playwright. For example, if I'm putting single quotes, you can see these are the different types of event which your Playwright can listen and work upon. So in our case, we are going to go with the dialog. So after this, we have to do a callback function. So I'm writing async and we are writing a callback function. So this is how you write a callback function in TypeScript. Now, whatever this dialog returns, I'm going to give it a name to that. You can give any name, even dialog box or alert box or something. I'm giving a simple name called as alert. So whatever this is going to return me, I'm going to save it in the name of alert. Next, what I'm going to do, now I'm going to do all the assertions and all those things on top of this alert. The first thing what I need is, I need the error message from alert to make sure that it's the proper one which we are looking for. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do an assertion on this one, which means if the simple alert is being triggered, this is the alert message which I should see. So how to get that? So what we can do is, we can write alert, whatever the name which you have given, please try to use the same name, dot, you can see all the methods it shows. So I'm going to go with the method which is message. So this will return me the whatever the message the alert throws. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply save it to a constant, call as alert message. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a simple assertion here. So we have already seen in detail in the previous video how to do the assertion. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to check if this alert message is dot to equal, and I'm going to check if this is equal to the error message, sorry, the alert message which we are checking, which is I am an alert box. Tomorrow, if the alert is giving some other alert message saying that Playwright is great or something, this test will fail. Why? Because we are expecting I am an alert box, but this is giving me an alert message. So this is how we will check the alert message. Now we have to click on the OK button. Now how to click on the OK button? Again, I'm pressing alert dot. You can see different methods here, and there is a method called accept. Accept means clicking on OK. So I'm just typing alert dot accept, and before that you have to type await. For all the operations you need to type await. So even here I'm going to type as, let me type again, await alert dot message, and here it's not needed, so it has no effect, so I can remove this. But here we need to use await alert dot accept. So now it will accept the alert, and all these operations are happening on top of the line which will trigger the alert. So this is how we will handle a simple alert. As I mentioned earlier, handling a simple alert versus handling the different alerts is exactly the same. There are one or two small differences, that's it. So let us see what are the different types of alerts and how to handle them, and then at the end we will run all of the tests together in the Lambda test server. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy and paste this code, whatever we wrote so far, because the code is going to be exactly the same, only one or two differences. So here I'm going to go with confirm alert OK button. Again, here I have written the code to open the website and handle the consent pop-up. So I guess I have copied with the braces. Yeah, error code. So what is the first thing which we need to change? We have to change the button which will trigger me the confirm alert. So if I go here, this is the second button which will trigger the confirm alert. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to change this to 2. I guess this should work. Yeah, you can see this is working, which means the second XPath is working for this. So I'm going to replace that with the button here. And what are the changes which we have to do in the page.on? The first change is that everything remains the same, no change at all. Handling a simple alert versus handling a confirm alert OK button is exactly same to same code, no difference. The only difference is we are going to check the alert message. Why? Because obviously the alert message will be different. So I'm going to click on this click me. Here you can see the alert message is press a button. That's it. So I'm going to pass this. Now, one more thing which you need to notice specific to this website, this can be true or not true, depends on your website which you're working. But in this particular website, if you see, if I refresh the screen and then if I click on confirm alert and if I click on OK, you can see it is giving us me a nice result where saying you pressed OK. So maybe we can write a quick assertion on top of this. So we have already seen how to write assertions in detail in the previous video. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to directly use the assertion here. And I'm writing the assertion within the same page.on only. So what is the assertion I have written? Await expect page.locator, and I have taken the locator of that result message and I'm checking it is as you pressed OK. Why? Because if I go back to the website, you can see it is giving me you pressed OK. That is the alert message which we will get when we click on OK button. But from this is optional, you can do the assertion or not, depends on your use case, but it is good to have the assertion. Now we have seen how to handle the confirm alert with OK button. Now, as I mentioned earlier, handling confirm alert with OK button versus confirm alert with cancel button, everything is same. The only difference is how we handle the alert. So what I'm going to do, I'm just copying the code again from the previous method and I'm pasting it here. Every code is exactly the same. The only difference is obviously instead of alert.accept, we have to use alert.dismiss. Dismiss, which means in the literal English meaning, which means saying I don't want that. In the same meaning with alert, when you say dismiss, it will click on cancel. So the difference here is in the assertion, whenever you click on cancel, so let me click on cancel here, you can see the message is you pressed cancel. So let me inspect this and get this text, which is you pressed cancel. That is the only difference. So let me pass it here, you press cancel. As I mentioned earlier, if you know how to write one alert, writing all of them is exactly the same, just one or two minor differences. So far we have seen how to handle a simple alert, how to handle the confirm alert with OK button, and how to handle the confirm alert with cancel button. Now the next alert is prompt alert or the alert with text box. So first what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the alert, I'm going to type something and I'm going to click on OK. Again, as I mentioned, it has no difference with the previous code. The code will be exactly the same, but there is one small difference obviously. So let me copy this code and let me paste it below for the prompt alert. So here I'm going to paste it after this. So now rest all the codes are exactly the same. Obviously the alert message will be different. So let me go to the alert message and the alert message will be as please enter your name. So I'm copying this and I'm going to paste here. Now one important thing which you need to understand is, like if I'm removing this message, so you understood that there are multiple methods, accept, dismiss, message and all those things. Now you will think me, Vignesh, why can't I find any method as prompt where I can pass this prompt or something, or if I'm trying to fill, like if usually we will type something in a text box by fill method, right? So I'm searching for that, even I can't find that. So technically you can handle this by using the accept method only. Now if you mouse over to the accept method, you can clearly see in the documentation they are mentioning if you have a prompt text, please pass it. If you don't pass any prompt text, I will not enter it. So it's optional. How I say it's optional? Because with the question mark, which means handling a simple alert versus handling a prompt alert with OK button is exactly the same code, no difference at all. So here we are going to pass what is the content which we need to type in the prompt alert. For example, let's say I'm typing as Playwright. Now when I say accept and also type Playwright, what it will do, it will actually type it as Playwright and it will click on OK button. So now you can see this is the alert message. So let us do a simple assertion to check here whether it has it is giving the message as you have entered the Playwright. So let us see how to write the assertion for this. So here this is how we will write the assertion. So I'm going to remove this and I'm going to paste it to be await expect page.locator, and we are checking the prompt demo ID and we are checking the to have a text which is you have entered Playwright. The same text whatever we have entered here, I'm also cross checking here whether we entered the same here. Now all these actions are happening when I'm clicking on the third button, which is the third alert button. Now this is how we handle the prompt alert with OK button. Now for the last one, which is prompt alert with cancel button. So if I go here, again handling a prompt alert with cancel versus handling a confirm alert with cancel, no change at all, exactly the same code. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy the code from confirm alert with cancel. So I'm just copying it and I'm going to paste it over here. So what is the difference? Here everything is same. Obviously the alert message would be different. So I'm just copying it from the previous code. So what is the alert message? The alert message is please enter your name. Now the most important thing which you need to understand when working with prompt alert is, if I mouse over to the dismiss method, you can see dismiss method is not accepting any parameter, which means in real time, like in the website which you're working, you can type something and you can click on cancel, but that is not possible in Playwright, which means if you're clicking on cancel, you should click on cancel. There is no way to enter it and click on cancel. If I'm redoing the same here in the website, which means I click on this and I don't type anything and I click on cancel, let me refresh the screen, it will technically not give me any result message or something. Again, this is subjected to this particular demo website. In your office project or something, maybe it can give you a message also, could be. So here if I'm clicking on cancel, you can see it is not giving any message here. So I can't do any assertion, so I'm just removing the assertion, and all these are happening with the third button. So I'm just changing the button. So let me quickly explain one more time before I'm going to execute the test. So let me clear the screen. Yeah, so let me just explain the code one last time so that it's very easy. So let me start with the simple alert. So as I mentioned earlier, if you know how to handle one alert, then handling the rest of the other alerts are exactly the same. So these lines are to navigate to the page and close the consent pop-up. And here one thing which you need to remember when working with alerts in general with Playwright, always the order should be the reverse one, which means you have to write the line which will trigger the alert at the last, and all the alert handling will be on top of that. So we are using page.on is nothing but an event listener, and what is the event which we are asking to listen? Is it with the dialog? And here we are passing an asynchronous callback function and we are giving it a name, the parameter to be alert. So the first thing which we are getting is we are getting the alert message by using alert.message, and we are doing an assertion checking for each alert whether the expected alert message is coming or not. Now the use cases for simple alert, you have only one option to accept it, so we are using alert.accept. If I'm going to confirm alert, all the codes are exactly same as simple alert. We do all of them, and also we do alert.accept. For the third one, which is confirm alert cancel button, it is instead of alert.accept, we are using alert.dismiss. Basically we are dismissing the alert. And for the last one, which is prompt alert, it is exactly the same code which is alert.accept, but the only difference is you have to pass what is the value you have to enter into the prompt text box. And for the last one, when you wanted to dismiss it, you have to you should not do anything. You can just call the alert.dismiss. That's it. So let us see, we'll execute the code and make sure everything is working fine. So I'm going to this .n. Let me check what is the value. Here it's lambda test, execution mode is lambda test. So I don't need to do anything. I can just simply run as npm run win11 chrome. So all these values are coming from the package.json. If you don't know how am I doing this, please refer the older videos as I mentioned earlier, where I have clearly explained the step-by-step process of how to integrate it with the lambda test. So here you can see it started executing the test, which is the it's executing against Chrome with Windows 11 version. And now if I go back to the lambda test dashboard, so this is the lambda test dashboard, where now I should see a new build, different builds for today. All these are codes which we ran yesterday. So I should be seeing a different builds. So technically I should be seeing 2 for prompt alert, 2 for, so totally I should see 5 tests, because 5 different builds I should be seeing here. So let me see if the test already started. Yeah, the test is just starting now. You can see running 5 tests using 4 workers. So let me go back to the lambda test. So I should be seeing a new entry here, like 5 new entries for different types of alert handling. And technically all the tests should pass because we have entered a valid assertion. In case if tomorrow, let's say you have a different error message or different alert message, the test will pass or fail, depends on the case. So here you can see it is running all of them: simple alert, prompt alert, confirm alert cancel, confirm alert okay. So once one of the tests is finished, it will include one more alert running here. So let us wait until the execution completes. Once the execution is completed, we can check if all of the 5 tests are passing or not. So let us wait until the execution completes. And one more thing which you need to be mindful of is whenever you're working with alert, if you have any issues with the alert, unfortunately, Playwright will not take any screenshot or something on the alert. As I told earlier, Playwright will handle the alert as an auto alert closing mechanism where it will automatically try to close it. So technically, if you have any issues or something, you will not get any screenshot. Similarly, that alert will not be captured even in the what is this called in the video too. So technically, if you have any issues, you need to learn how to read the logs from the Playwright, like the state traces or something, and you should analyze it only from that, because there is no way like how we did earlier by looking into the screenshots or by looking into the a video or something. You cannot know the value whether it's been passed or failed, or if it's failed, why is the reason it called failed. So the test is still running, so let us wait until the test execution completes, and maybe I'll open and show one sample alert, so to show you that it's not capturing in the screenshot or video. So you can see this test is completed. So let me open this and let me open the video, so that as I mentioned earlier, you will not see any alerts in the screen itself, but still the test is passing. Why? Because we have added the proper assertions, so because of which the test is being passed successfully. So let me open the video to show you that everything is working fine. So the video is still loading, so let us wait until the video loads completely. Yeah, so let me play the video and let me maximize the screen so that it's easy for us to visible. So here you can see it will click on the click me button, and here you can see it is just took 1 second. I couldn't even pause it, it's that fast. Let me try to pause again and see if you can able to look into that. I can't even pause it. Let me try one more time. Let me start it from here and let me try to pause it. If you guys note it keenly, it is just taking 0.5 seconds to close the alert and get the details. Yeah, you can see I tried to pause it. So here you can see it clicked on the button, which means it got the alert, and it is clicking on the OK button, and here you can see it got even the message which is you pressed OK. So it handles in the exact same way how we wanted. Similarly, here you can see all the tests are passing. If I open prompt alert with OK button, for example, in this case, I should be seeing in the video that it needs to enter the Playwright as the text, and next it needs to click on OK button as we expected, and the message should have you have entered Playwright. So let me open the video once. So let us wait until the video loads, and let me play the video. Let me try to pause this time too. Let's see how quickly I can do that. Yeah, here you can see it is trying to open the alert and it should enter the Playwright. As I mentioned, it's very fast. I couldn't able to pause it, but here you can see it says you have entered Playwright, because that's what we are passing in the prompt alert when we are asking it to click on OK button. So as part of this video, we have seen in detail how to handle alerts and how to handle different types of alert, which is simple alert, alert with text box, and confirm alert, and how to handle all of them by using the assertions by using the Playwright. I hope this video was very insightful for you. If you are interested, please watch the remaining videos as part of this Playwright TypeScript playlist. Thanks everyone for watching this video.